Is it? Yeah. Okay, we are. We are live. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to Loretta Ann's Place. It's lovely to have you. If you're watching on the replay, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And to my subscribers and visitors, thank you. And subscribers, thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you. And we had a live warrior girl. Ah, hello, hello. I really? Because I meant to. I know I went in to do it, so I'll check on that again. Okay, thanks. So we had a live yesterday with Selma Barrows. She doesn't have a channel. She's one of my homeschool tarot society sisters. Beautiful soul, and she had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for welcoming her. That warm welcome. And she has decided that, yeah, she wants to do this again. So we're going to repeat this every other week. So every 2 weeks on Wednesday, same day, same time frame. So it'll be 11 Pacific, noon Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 Eastern. So yeah, she did. She had a marvelous time. So and yeah, so we're looking forward to doing that again. And let's see, what else do I got? Oh, oh yeah. You might have noticed a little video I put out this morning. If you didn't, please check it out. Um, yeah, Selma's great. She's looking forward to it, and I'm so glad. And but I responded to a video that was done and put out by a woman who had been in the well, she's been a reader for 25 years. Okay, and she's very jacked out of shape um, about tarot cards that are created using AI. So she kind of put everybody in the same bowl, I guess. So anyway, I needed to respond to that, and this is my cartonomy deck. I've found this is the back of it. Isn't that pretty? I have found out. Let's see, and this is what the front looks like. That image represents my maternal grandfather. Okay, he was a patriarch builder. So ancestral craft is what the clubs are about. Healing reads by Don. Okay, we got Hello Healing Readings by Donna Marie. All right. Do I think AI cards connect the same as human creation? Mine do, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And the first one I created a year ago. I didn't know I was going to do it. I was absolutely dead set against AI. Pooey on AI. Pooey, pooey. Like most everybody. And but when the realm steps in and you are maneuvered into, you're going to do this, then you do it. So I did. Yeah. And that is the Consultant Tarot deck. I had no idea I was going to do it. And there's this whole story to that. But anyway, I did create that. And yeah, absolutely. They respond just like if I had drawn the pictures myself and written on each card instead of using a program to, well, a different font than my own handwriting, let's say, because I do have different fonts I like to use. I mean, my handwriting's okay, but it's, yeah. So anyway, I put out a video on that. So hopefully that'll help. And I really didn't like having my spirituality questioned or challenged because I use a tool that's AI. So anyway, yeah, it's good. So this one just came in yesterday. This is the third prototype I created on this deck, and it's a lineage. I am a lineage ancestral reader down to my bones, man. I found out that, and even my last name, the wisdom and language and memory of these cards go back to Slavic and that area in there. Yeah, I'll have her own gifts. Show your stuff. Show your spark. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Healing readings by Donna Marie. And so anyway, and I'm putting in an order today. I did some the esoteric flower messages. So they've got, it's, what was it, 54 flowers. And I named them, they've all got their name. And then in the bottom, there's the esoteric message that comes through on the cards related to those exact flowers. So anyway, by the end of the month, I'm hoping I should have it here, providing, we don't have any big shipping problems. Hi, Fatima. Oh, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, it's nice to see you. So anyway, and I'll show you a little bit. I could open it up with a reading for the collective. And we'll do a little intro on the cartomancy. Yeah, that'd be nice. Here we go. And let's see, I'm going to look at, I've got these written up for, let's see, which one are they? I guess the Justice Department's going to get a new talking head. Yeah. So you got to, yeah, Fatima, you've been under the weather too, haven't you? Yeah. Feel a lot better from my food. Good. I'm glad you're healing, sweetie. I'm really glad you're healing. So does anyone have a question they want to ask, or can we ramble on anything else? I found out I found out after I've been working with these cards for so long that my last name, it comes right out of the Slovakian territory. Let's see. Yeah. So that was interesting. That all made sense because, yeah, I can do personal readings. Absolutely. Do you have a question, Donna Marie? Huh? Yeah. Let's pull a few cards on the collective today and how we're all doing. One head is gone from the DOJ, right? We'll see what pops up after this one, huh? And it sounds like April's going to be a rather exciting month. Okay, let's get for the collective. A few cards for the collective, please, Spirit. A few cards for the collective. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay. Message for the collective. Arc of the energy. Ask about the arc of the energy. What's the energy doing? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry that I was going to put Donna's message up there. All right. Let's see what we got. The worst was the cough. Oh, I hope. Yeah. All right. Here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Donna Marie. Well, let's see. I got that one primed for another question. So let me see here. I'm thinking of doing solo readings and more on my own. Do you have a channel, Donna? Yeah, look at your title sounds like you do. Do you have a channel? I would guess it. Good. Okay. I'm gonna write this down so I'm gonna pop over after. Okay. I just changed the name of my channel because of the well, Spirit's been trying to get me to do it for a bit. It's been on my mind. And then last week, Spirit provided just the right little hoo-ha-ha. And I did it that day. So, yeah. You're a subscriber too, Warrior Girl? All right. I'll be your next new subscriber too. And I hope you'll subscribe to mine too, Donna Marie. Would love to have you. Okay, now. So, there. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Of course, if I click on it now, I'll go sailing myself off. Okay. So, thinking of doing a solo reading. So, you just do kind of collective readings right now? Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. So, you're just doing collective readings right now? I mean, that's mainly what I was doing, collective readings. I mean, I did personal ones too, people I know. All right. A website too. Great. I've got one in the works at, next week. It should be everything will go next week. Let's see. We got an answer here. Yes, you will. We got the 2 of Cups just flipped out for you. All right. So, yeah. It looks like that's a really good plan for you. Yeah. You do pre-recordings? Yeah, I did mostly that. I just started doing lives again not too long ago. And I used to do more collaborations, so I'm starting to do that again. I dropped StreamYard for over a year and just used Zoom. So, yeah. Thank you, Warrior Girl. Okay. All right. An arrow pops up. Okay. Well, now you know. So you can fix that little problem, huh? And more on my own. Okay. So, Donna Marie, that's an absolute yes. I'm just going to pull the one card there. And let's see what we got for the collective here. Mm-hmm. We got 2 5s and a 10. On the collective question I was asking for a message. So we've got the 5 of Clubs, the first card up. And it speaks to old rivalries, ancestral craft competition. There you go. Like that. Rivalry. And then the 5 of Spades, which is ancestral reckoning, there's a loss, a theft, the taking, but that's all this administration has done is take. And the third card out is the ancestral craft regarding work, travel, expansion, migratory lineage. So it feels like we're going to move forward. Well, and of course, that makes sense. And then the unseen energy is the Two of Diamonds, which is destiny contracts about money. And it is karmic balancing, financial decisions. So it feels like it's going to ease up a little bit. But I was thinking this 10 of clubs, we just had this thing goes through the Supreme Court, about babies being born and, if there can be born a citizen, or not. So anyway, we got that. Thank you, Warrior Girl. Yeah, I got my myself in here. Well, okay, the Six of Hearts. That's me in a moment in time that happened about 25, 30 years ago. So that's the Six of Hearts. Help, kindness, generosity as inherited virtue. It's about emotions and soul memory. Okay. And then I'm just going to share with you the ones that, oh yeah, this one, the Ten of Spades. This one's also me. A moment in time. If you can see that, I'm the only girl wearing jeans there. All the other girls are in dresses or skirts looking at me. So, yeah. And let's see. And I've got one other that was based on me, I think. Well, yeah, it was, but I think it's just the one other. And I pulled another one because that was based on my family. Here we go. Seven of Clubs. Work, stress, inherited vigilance, ancestral craft. And I did a whole lot of splitting wood as a kid. We had to keep the house warm, keep things going. So, it's about the ancestral lineage is what this deck is created to address, past life, what I brought with me. And then the Seven of Hearts, that's a representation of my family. You notice there's a empty chair there. Mom's there. The kids are around the table. This is illusions of disappointment, inherited longing, soul memory. So, I just created, I created my own images to go with the deck. I mean, they're playing cards, so you don't really need it, but there's different ways to reading the playing cards. So that's why I chose this. And I'm still remembering and learning and all that with it. But I really like it. The playing cards, I started writing on these things 35 years ago. They just always tugged at me, And then tarot came along. Well, actually, tarot's been in and out of my life, and then I was maneuvered by the realm in front of the YouTube video because, again, this is another place in technology where I was pilly and very disrespectful of why would you hang out on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Turn the tide a little bit. So, anyone else want a reading or anyone else got some questions? Oh, we just got a small little, must have some lurkers. And so I hope, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel move and get around. Oh, yeah, it probably has. Warrior Girl. Yeah. Oh, thank you. See, I go to click on one and I hit another one. That's what I'm talking about. Where we got? There it is. This one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we've got similarities. Yeah. So that's good. Well, okay. So let's do another. Do we want to do political reads or we want to do spiritual reads? Got boyfriend, girlfriend reads. I got the romantic tarot up here. I got the spirit tarot up here, my own, and so of course, I didn't put a big notice out before I come on about the major fallouts after Dumpy's rant last night. Oh, are you talking about the rant about after he left the Supreme Court? Is that what you're talking about? Hello, New York Ducks. Okay, Stephanie. Hello. It's good to see you. Last time I had a duck in the audience, they are way too young to be here. That was the day I changed the channel name. How you doing? Okay. Yes. Yeah. It wasn't good. No, you didn't. Oh, from what little I've heard, it wasn't good. No, he did a so-called speech. Yeah, he did do a so-called speech. Yeah. He's a piece of work. And then I seen where somebody's reporting on one of the New York papers, said they ousted Pam Bondi. Stephanie, you would know. Well, Warrior Girl too. It's right there in New York. So yeah. So what are we gonna get from? Oh God. What's my question here? What do you want to know? Are you texting me? Well, yeah, but didn't they have to escort him away from the microphone? Wasn't he just kind of doing turning into a melted blob type thing? That's the impression I got. All right. So that's the impression I got anyway. How will the next AG be replacing Bondi? How will the next AG? Going to be some serious repercussions around the world for everyone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the world is going to make us pay for this. And I don't just mean monetarily either. I mean, these, in my discernment, we've got a lot of people sniveling and they're going to learn the hard way. It's not going to be, but it also depends on where you're at. Are you in the city or in the country? Are you what kind of supply line you got and all that? Yeah. It was already down the toilet. They just been living in fantasy land right now. Aw. Yeah. Okay. Pam Bondi thing. What are we going to do? What was the question here? Okay, let's see. Did I put how will the next AG be replacing Bondi? How will the next AG be replacing Bondi? Next AG be replacing Bondi. Yeah, exactly. Fatima, exactly. Nobody wants it. Well, and he ran on. Any surprise? He didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize? Yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, at the bottom of the deck, we got shysters, making decisions. Five of Swords, the unseen energy. Eight of Cups is out first. Disappointment, walking away. In the middle of it all is the Hermit. You know, somebody's trying to figure out which way to go with this, who to get. And then we've got the Four of Swords for the third card. I don't think they got anybody yet. I mean, they may have some semblance of something, but they don't have. Well, look at who we got in there. They don't have a plan. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I got on that. How do you collect this? There you go. Okay. So Worry Girl, be right back. Okay. And all right. So all right. But everything's going to be all right. That just flipped out the Four of Wands. So I tell you, I don't know. It's an interesting world today, isn't it? Yep. Steph says I heard Todd Blanche is standing in, but maybe Lee Zeltner as a replacement. Both done. I don't know who that Lee Zeltner is. I've not heard of him. I've heard Todd, but then also I'm not watching these. If Dr. Lena isn't talking about it, or Hogarth, or Marianne, or somebody from outside America. I mean, there's a few I kind of side eye watch. They might have something like, Midas Touch or the Democracy ones, but mostly the others. Lee ran for governor recently and lost. He's awful good. I'm glad he lost then. Glad he lost. Yep. You call him the LARPer. So, all right. Worry Girl's back. Good. Okay. So do we want to, how about we have an uplifting, pull a spirit animal. Okay. Let's see. I haven't pulled one of these in a while. Oh my God, the ink is very small. I'll do my best. So, all right. So for the collective, animal spirit for the collective, little guidance. Yeah, little guidance. Animal spirit message for the collective. Little guidance. Yeah. Yeah, Selma was wonderful. She was just spot on. I'm intuitive as a reader, and Selma is very, very learned, lots of classes, into, lots of details and stuff. And I'm more intuitive and nuanced. And so it was a nice contrast, and I really loved having her. So what do we got here? Oh, we got the Phoenix. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got the message of the Phoenix. What do we got here? At the bottom is the sea serpent. Let's see what the Phoenix has to say for us. A little guidance for us. Okay, I gotta remember how this thing works. Is that what you... Nope, that's a different one. Okay, the Earth. How we doing? All right. Yep. You got the Phoenix up there. That's right. Gets back here. Uh. Yeah, I would think this would be more in the air. Firefly. P. Come on. Come on. Peacock. No. Not get. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. A second. Oh, spirit. There you are. He's in spirit. We got a section for spirit here. All right. So we got the Phoenix message for the collective, for everybody. Okay. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. Oh, yeah. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in your yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. Dang. I don't have my magnifying glass. I could really use it about now. Okay. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. Oh, absolutely. We're there, aren't we? We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign. The fire of transformation is upon your wings. Well, I love that. I love that message. Let's see. Someone channeled through spirit that this can be thought of as the Phoenix moment in time. Absolutely. I totally agree, Warrior Girl. Totally agree. Yep. Yeah, Fatima. Yeah, she evidently was actually confirmed this morning. She was fired. As far as I know, she's gone. Well, as gone as they get when they're in the Trump world. Which means, well, it depends on how ruffled he's feeling. He's feeling pretty ragged. I mean, he had to be escorted away from the microphone. He was literally melting down, into a pool of drooliness is what I surmised. So, yeah. And it feels like the time is clear, or is close. Like the time is at hand. And there's been, I've heard some good stuff about, coming up around July. It's like a breath of fresh air stuff. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? We all deserve a breath of fresh air. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Let's see what other message I get. King of Wands just popped out. Do we have a visionary lurking in the wings? I think we do. I think we got more than one, actually. I know we got drivers. They're taking a look. Yep. Wheel of Fortune. So we got King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, big change. Big change. Big movement. Big movement's coming. Not the fallout from it. Some say we're geared towards another Great Depression. Yeah, we are. We are. But you know what happens during Great Depressions? People find their community outside the front doors, you know? They start sharing resources and helping one another. So, you know, it's going to be heavier in some areas than others, you know? Thing is that, you know, there's not many that grow their own food anymore, you know, or can it and all that, you know, which is going to help. I mean, it's just that the supply chain is going to, well, look what he did to the Hamas channel, you know. I just, you know, the question I'm wondering, or I'm asking it, are they just going to stop any barges or ships going through that would be docking on the shores along our west or east coast? Well, east coast, it's over there, but yeah, that's what I'm wondering, you know. Okay, now we got another king. King of Pentacles came out. You know, he's our day trader king, though. Yeah, I know what you mean, Benjamin. A lot of people live in the city. But you know, it works really well. Those planter bags, you know, they're like cloth and they got handles on them. You know, they don't cost a lot either. And what I did before, you know, I left Washington, I had some bags. And because, you know, I didn't have a real yard. So, but I had them out front. And when I buy like the greens, the onion greens, scallops, some call them, or celery is another thing, you know, I would put them in water, get the root started just a bit, then I go just shove it in the dirt and it grows. And I love going out there and snipping that. But there's all kinds of things you can grow. And I mean, you know, buy it in the grocery store and just cut the root off and stick it in water, let it root a little bit, and then put it into some soil, you know. Heritage seeds, okay, yeah, for growing your own. Yep, that is a good idea. And I would say if you're in a rainy area, you know, it's against the law in most of these states now to collect rainwater. What a bunch of crap that is, you know. At the very least, if you couldn't, you know, you didn't trust drinking it, you could use it to flush your toilet with, you know. Use rainwater, you know, that kind of stuff. We'll see. Country freezer. I have 3 freezers. Oh, that's good, Phantom. That's good. You should be okay, you know. Hopefully you've got a generator to back up those freezers, you know, because, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that goes, you know. So sometimes we'll have power and sometimes we won't, maybe. I'm not sure. But the response, you know, those 9 billionaires, they're responsible for this. They absolutely are responsible for this. So we got one coming in, big change. There'll be a changing of the guard. Now it's going to be slow and steady. Knight of Pentacles just come out. And there's going to be, just some destitution, some feeling isolated, some hardship. But there's plans coming. You know, there's rebuilding and reworking right on its heels. Yeah, I do. I blame the billionaires. Damn right. And then we've also always got that doggone devil lurking, you know? So whoever patches its back together, we got to keep a close eye on what they're all doing so we can have a legacy for the future, for the children, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, that's like that video I did this morning, you know, in response to the AI, you know. I mean, yeah, we are the 75%. Yep. You know, Zuckerberg. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. You know, Bill Gates is just as guilty, you know? I mean, he may have done some good things, but, you know, don't they all have to do some kind of footwork to look like they're being good guys, you know? Because frankly, they have to police each other when you got that much money. And nobody, and I mean nobody, in my opinion, in my feeling, nobody should be a billionaire. And there ought to be a cap on millionaires, you know? You get so far, and fuck you, man. If you can't make it with just 3 mansions, you're a waste. I mean, come on, you know? I don't get that. You know, got to have 15 cars for 1 or 2 people. Come on, you know? So, yeah, yes, I agree, Warrior Girl. Yeah, well, that's just like what Putin just did or was doing. And maybe they got, whoops. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it is control the masses. Over at, I listen, one of the guys I listen to find out what's going on in Russia in particular is Konstantin. And his channel name is Inside Russia. And he was one of the early ones that got the hell out. You know, their brightest and best that had a few coins in their pockets left. And he's been reporting and Putin within the last month, because in order to, you know, you got to starve people to get them to comply. That's the end game here, you know. And Trump has been listening and learning from Putin since the 80s. All right. And Putin went in, sent his goons in to the farmers over there that have got big heads of cattle and all that, to kill the cattle, the entire herds, to starve them out. Yeah, real sweetheart of a guy. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. And you can't, well, I'll be surprised if you can vote your way out of this. I heard you can't vote your way out of tyranny, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. That's true. Anyway. So, what else we want to jaw about? Who else is in the... What was I was looking at something the other day. Oh, I found... I can't say nothing about that. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, the White House ballroom, that's been nixed. Evidently they've stopped that from going forward. And what's it? Once Marco Rubio wants NATO to let us use their military bases for the Iran war. And they actually got their asses jacked out of shape because no, no. And they're not going to do it. Jesus. Marco Rubio. Oh, he's got his eye on Cuba. He wants to be his own little dictator. So, let's see. The arc of, how about Spirit? Give me the arc trajectory of Marco Rubio with his plans. You know, what's the reality? What's the fate of Marco Rubio? What is his fate? What is his fate? The arc of his fate. What is the arc of his fate? Oh, really? Really. Is he going to remake himself again? I don't know. I got the Ace of Cups, the Death card, and the Ten of Cups. So emotionally, he's going to remake himself. You know, he's going to come out of the other side of this just fine, no matter where he lands. And it looks like the unseen energy here is King of Swords. So somebody's got a plan for him. But behind him is the Nine of Swords. Nightmares await. So that's what I'm getting for him. Oh. How we doing? How we doing, ladies? Well, hopefully we'll get some action on the replay. I hope everybody does a thumbs up, a like, subscribe if you're new. You haven't already. If you like what you see, you know, at Loretta Ann's place. Hopefully I'll have my store up next week. You know, website, store. Yeah, it's all the same. It's a beginning. It'll be a spot. So I can set things up. If there is anything, we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to pull some oracles now. I'm getting down to it. And we, you know what? I got this other light on because part of me needs more light than the other part. Where is? Oh, I thought I had it. Yep. All right, let's see. I got the Truth Oracle. We could do the Truth Oracle for Mr. Trump. Mr. Bone Spurs. Mr. Bone Spurs. Yeah. Mr. Bone Spurs. I think I got to make sure these are all upright. The Truth Oracle. Let's see what the Truth Oracle has to say about Mr. Bone Spurs. Mr. Bone Spurs. Spirit can give us an idea of what's going on with Mr. Bone Spurs and his fear. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-huh. Right. He's got an empty room. Says, no people, the end, opportunity. Ain't much of an opportunity. The room's empty. Mystery, unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusion. Wonder if that's got anything to do with his Then we got chew. Deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, code word. That sounds mysterious. And then there's a forgotten person. Core, past, old friend. Could he be the forgotten person? Probably not for a while. Yeah. Then we got the clown, performance, camouflage, laugh at revenge. Laugh at he was the retribution. Anyway, revenge. His whole thing was about revenge. So I wonder. Yeah. Every time I think about him deciding to run for the presidency, I think of that dinner in the press room with Obama laughing at him. Yeah. So that's something. Anyway, how we doing? So any final questions before we close out the show today? Huh? Oh, I got those special. I was going to show you. I did the big cards. Hi, Carl. How you doing? Oh, it's in the middle of the night again for you. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's had somebody tinkling in. Mike. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, almost 5. Well, you were going to get up anyway, right? Designing and modeling a 3D printing spring blunderbuss. Oh, my. I don't know, Michael. Okay. So, let me pull out, let's see. Look at it. Spirit. It's a long dead holiday there, huh? Okay. Well, we're just about ready to close this out. Let's get a message from the Spirit of Nature Oracle. Whoops. Wow, shoot. This one went flying. Okay, must have wanted to be looked at. Sun, faith. The sun. You see it? Whoops, right there. Faith. Yep. Just telling us to hang on. Hang on. Let me read the message here. Wait a minute. Okay, it's got to have an index over here. Okay. They don't put the card or the page number on the card. Index number. There we go. There we go. Okay. The sun. Faith. Here's the message. All right. Here's the message. It feels like the events that are happening in your life are random and inexplicable, and your attempts to make things go according to plan only lead to increasing frustration and anxiety. You find yourself full of doubts and uncertainty, wary about the future and the direction your life is going. It's scary to let go of control and accept circumstances as they are, and make choices based on its communications you receive from Spirit in whatever form they come to you. Yet it is critical that you do what you have to in order to restore your faith that Spirit's guidance is always available to you. The most important type of faith you can have is trusting that life knows what it's doing, whether or not you agree with what it has presented. It's this vast universe we inhabit for an extremely short time. Everything is working out exactly as it should, in spite of your reservations or personal objectives. The sun inevitably comes up no matter what is going on in your life, though, like the ancestors who anxiously waited for the eclipse to end, you may find yourself doubting. Contemplate, pray, meditate, and support from others. Take walks in nature and soak up all the goodness that this element and its spring and its spirit offers. Find a quiet place to witness the sunset or sunrise and know that the sun will always be there, even if its radiance is temporarily blocked by clouds. Keep the faith. Man, when sometimes the sun's starting to come out again, right? There's been a few times I've stepped out on the back porch up to the railing where the sun is just hitting in. Oh my God. And the warmth that just from head to toe. It's like, oh, this magnificent hug. And it just is beautiful. So those are one of the in-between moments I talk about, in between all this drama and bullshit they're throwing at us and all this stuff we gotta, go through. Look for those in-between moments, and it really does bring solace and comfort and just, a breath, a relief. And it really helps our souls, and that's where we need it. That's where it sustains us most. Carl, here we go. Yeah, the orange nightmare. Yeah, he, yeah, I hear, the promising events. Let's see, sometime this month, so sometime this month, it feels like there's going to be a doozy of a shift. All right. I don't know when, but it's supposed to be sometime this month. That's what I'm picking up on. So let's, yeah, me too, Carl. Me too. You betcha. Okay. So let's see. We're going to do one more here. And Beans, Carl, and Fatima, you come in late. I wanted to let you know that Selma, she had such a good time. And she is going to be coming back, and we're going to do every other Wednesday. We're going to do a live every other Wednesday. Same time frame for her is the 11 a.m. Pacific, noon Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. So, yay! She had a great time. I thank you all, that made it there. And if you didn't, you got to catch the replay. She's a magnificent reader. She studied tarot. I think she studied tarot for a few years now. I mean, I'm like I was saying earlier, I'm intuitive, I'm more of an intuitive reader, but she really gets into the nuts and bolts and nuances, and she's fantastic. And plus, she is also learned with Lenormand. So she combined the two in one reading. And she's great. She's great. Yeah. So, yeah, Carl, you got to see her. So anyway, she'll be back. And I had a card just flip out. What am I reading on? This is Spirit Animals, Oracle cards. What came flying out was Power. Bear. All right. Yeah, you did. Okay, the message here is I am indestructible. This is a grizzly bear. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and guide, love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. Yeah, we have to remember that for ourselves, Never give up. We will succeed. It's not going to be real comfortable. We're going to have really terrible, icky moments, but those will pass. And we'll have better moments. Look for the in between moments, okay? And the unseen energy here is the elk, nobility, all right? And the message here, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless, okay? It's limitless. So let's remember that, And remember, we have the power. We have the power to change this, to right this wrong. It's in our hands, And we must do everything possible we can for the upcoming generations. I've got grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I'm not going to let them see me falling apart, getting all blubbery and shit. I have to be stoic for them. Oh, tell him happy birthday, Phantom. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You will. Next year. Oh, okay. I was, okay. I thought I was getting your hubby tomorrow. All right. So you're both in the same year. Cool. Very cool. I love that. Let's see. Here we go. We got Warrior Girl. Please tell him wishing for him a happy birthday, Banama, and from all of us, truly. And happy birthday to you, Banama. Absolutely. Happy birthday. Yeah. 11 months apart? Yeah. That's very good. That's a good little time. That's wonderful. Okay, well, we've come up on an hour. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Warrior Girl, Carl, Vanma too. You're all my moderators. So thank you. You all showed up. I really love you, each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and we'll close this out for now, and I'll be back next week. And did I miss anybody? I hope not. Oh yeah, Stephanie, you are here. God bless you, Stephanie. I'm so glad you came. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna have to check out your channel again, see some more pictures about those ducks. And Donna Marie, thank you for coming and showing up and introducing yourself to me. I really appreciate it. And maybe we can even do a collab in the future, because that's why I got back on StreamYard, so I could get the collabs going and stuff. And who knows, I might even have more of my Homeschool Tarot Society sisters and maybe a brother or two come on and collaborate with me. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. So variety, it is the spice of life. So mwah! I love you all. Take real good care. Remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light, because you are the light. You are the light. All right. Love you all. All right. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Take care of yourself. Breathe. Breathe.